Describe myself in 2 words, rich and unemployed. These stones cost 2 birds. Let it count it when she bored. Deposit hit, checks clearing, ayy, nothing void. I know that ain't my ex calling, null and void. Where we going? Money going.
Welcome to the Rich and Unemployed podcast, Uncut, as you can see.
Yeah.
And today, I have a very, very interesting, beautiful Amazon
Interesting.
queen.
Goddess.
That was the word. I was missing one. Goddess. Man, so let's introduce yourself. How do you say your name?
My name is Ma'at Petrova, and I am owner of Fem Magic, a global feminine care company taking care of women's vaginas globally and empowering women holistically.
Okay, before we get started, I need you guys to go ahead and like, subscribe. I need to get this channel up and running. Make sure you follow my Patreon for all behind the scenes footage. I'm definitely going to get to that when uploading videos. Just be patient with me, guys. Also, follow my Discord for any guys that want to join my community and guys that want to level up and to get confident with women and all that good stuff. Go ahead and tap in. I'm going to leave a link in the description. And you know my name is Jonathan Dupiton, aka Finesse, as the host. So let's get started. Let's speak about first. Let's give them a little background information. Like, how long you been in this field?
Okay, so I started my company December 2015. So it's been about,
Mm-hmm.
And well, I thought it was 6 years, but yeah, like 6.5 years. And I started it based off of a formula that I created when I was pregnant with my first daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I had streptococcal in my vagina, and it was an imbalance, right?
Can we hold on, slow down? What is that? I don't know what that is. Streptococcal.
Yeah, so it's like a fungal imbalance infection.
While you was pregnant?
While I was pregnant. Mm-hmm.
Is that real serious?
I mean, not like seriously serious, but yeah, serious enough to need help. You know, to where you can actually correct it. Yeah, it's not that serious because you can correct it, right? But it is serious because you want to always be in balance.
Where does it come from? Like, where does it stem from, this fungal thing?
I'm not exactly sure because all I know is that I was staying in an old dorm room in Manhattan, and it's not like I took any bubble baths or anything like that. I'm not exactly sure how that happened, but when you're pregnant, you're susceptible to a lot of imbalances.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I told my midwife that I did not want to take the antibiotics that the doctor provided for me to take care of the imbalance, and she gave me some herbs. So those herbs, I put them together. I went down Flatbush Avenue in Brooklyn, got the herbs, went back home. You know, she told me not to douche, but I still douched because I wanted to get rid of it, and it was really my first time trying out herbs. So did that, then went back to the doctor. The doctor asked me if I used the antibiotics, and I said, yeah, you know, because I didn't feel like arguing. No, I didn't know, you know what I mean? I said, yeah, I took the herbs. I took the antibiotics. So she took my culture with a pap smear, and then she came back and she was like, oh, you're all cleared. I was like, yeah, awesome. And that's when I realized the power of herbs. Like how powerful Mother Nature is. It did the same thing for me that the antibiotics were supposed to do without throwing off my pH. Because I don't know if you know, but women will take these antibiotics and it will cure the bacterial vaginosis or whatever imbalance we have. And because it strips you of all the good bacteria, you'll then experience a yeast infection after taking the antibiotics. So I was able to experience like getting balanced out without having the yeast infection afterward.
Oh, okay.
And then I started my company with those ingredients. So that product is now called Vagelixer. I did some more research, and I researched bacterial vaginosis, yeast infections, fungal infections, and I put all those herbs that I know that's good for that, fibroids as well, in the Vag Elixir. And so that's how I created it, and I started selling it in December 2015.
What's the name of your company?
Fem Magic.
Fem Magic.
Fem as in feminine, Fem Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And these herbs, like, they all different type of herbs when it comes to like different, like the Vag steam, and like it's all different herbs and that you studied.
All different herbs. Yeah, all different herbs that I researched for those specific imbalances.
So you're like the Vag doctor.
Definitely don't claim to be a doctor or claim to cure or mitigate any diseases or anything of the sort. However, my products are known with hundreds and hundreds of reviews you can find on my website to balance you out and get you a nice juicy pum pum.
So are you against all medicines?
I mean, it just depends, you know. I don't really want to get too far into this as far as medicine is concerned, but when you're on a lower level of needing help or balance, then yeah, you can use Mother Nature. But when you've gotten to the point of no return where you've put so many toxins in your body to where you're going to need Western medicine, then no, I'm not against it.
Right.
You know, yeah.
So like for a cold or flu, you wouldn't take.
No, not at all. I take herbs and clear it up just like that. Your lemons, garlic, salt, ginger, all of that is real quick. Everybody has them in their fridge. Cleans it up real quick. Cayenne pepper, all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're Haitian. You should know.
Oh no, I know a little thing. I'm just asking you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm just asking you. Like, okay, what about like, you know, Dr. Sebi said he could cure herpes. Like, would that be something too?
No, I definitely no. I only deal with imbalances that so things like HIV and herpes, Dr. Sebi can cure. Those are known to be terminal diseases or diseases that are incurable. I don't really focus on those.
How often, like, should women take these or do these Vag steams?
So I don't offer vaginal steams.
I thought you said you do.
No, I
The
offer
herb.
vaginal herbs like elixirs, feminine washes, and organic
Just the product.
tampons and pads and stuff like that. But that one elixir, vaginal elixir, is the one with the herbs in it. So that's different from a vaginal steam. Vaginal steam is like what we call in the Caribbean, it's like a sitz bath, where you just squat over it and you allow the steam of the herbs to engulf your vagina and cleanse it. Yeah.
I like Vag steams.
Yeah. Why do you like them?
I mean, cause the girl I did with, she took a Vag steam like right after her period.
Okay.
I don't know, it felt different.
Oh, for real?
It felt great.
What was the difference?
It felt tighter.
Get out.
I mean, it's not. Is it supposed to?
I mean, I do know that there are some vaginal steams that are meant for
Yeah.
tightening up the vagina.
It just was, I don't know, just felt clean. Yeah, it just felt different. Or maybe it was just in my head.
Wow, did you taste it?
Yeah.
Okay, so was it cleaner than normal?
I can't say the normal. Maybe she does the Vag steam all the time.
Well, that's good. She must upkeep herself. That's good to know.
How often you do it?
I don't do vaginal steams.
Well, why not?
They don't really do anything for me. I keep it really, real
What's that?
tight ship.
What's the type shit?
Just clean, my diet is clean. I do my Kegel exercises. I got my Vag elixir that I do use my personal products before and after my menstrual cycle. So, I just keep a really clean vagina. I'm very conscious of the health of my vagina. Men may not know this, but when a woman's vaginal pH is off, it turns off our whole mood. It shifts our whole mood in a negative way. So if I know that I'm going to be influenced by the mood of my vagina, I want to make sure that she's good too. She has her own personality, her own, ecosystem down there. So I got to make sure that she's good as well.
Do you talk to her?
I mean, she had a name, but I don't really talk to her like that.
What's the name?
I'm not sharing that. Yeah.
So you teach women how to be feminine, correct?
Yeah. Well, I teach women because there are femininity coaches, right? I'm more so a feminine energy woman. Feminine energy. There's a difference between feminine energy and femininity. So femininity is something that you can wear, something that you can buy, something that you can act like. But feminine energy is something that you have to develop from the inside out. So femininity can be on you, but feminine energy is in you.
I see. So this is the look.
Yes. Yes.
Have you always looked this this good?
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna be a little bit more elaborate.
No, okay.
No, that's good. That's fine.
You're really like you make people want to stare.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I've definitely gotten better every year of my life. I've gotten better. Yeah, definitely. Because, you just become more conscious of yourself. And I personally started to develop my feminine energy more when I started my business. So when I first started my business, it started with like events and me teaching women how to tap into their feminine energy through movement and stuff like that. And I was one of those I was one of those outgoing women on the internet, like doing naked yoga, whining and showing them how to, tap into their feminine energy through movement and really showing them how to be sensual. Like I was doing that back in 2015 and 16 and 17. And then started kind of waning in 2018, So that's another reason why people were really compelled to support me, because it was just something different and very risque what I was doing, I remember when I first started my Fem Magic page, from my apotropha page, I was just sharing like business, family, stuff like that there, right? Because I was working at MAC Cosmetics in New York at the time. So I would show my looks and of the day and stuff like that, and me going to the park with my children or whatever. But once I started this page and they knew that it was just like sexually driven, I got like 30K followers organically in the first month. And right now it's been shadow banned for the past few years, so it doesn't really grow like that. But yeah, organically, people were just like really attracted to the sexuality that I was teaching.
Do you lean more towards sexuality now, or is it more spiritual?
The sexuality will always be there. It's an innate part of me and who I am. But I've gotten really busy with my business, so I've just been focusing on marketing in different ways with my business, and I don't really do the dancing and stuff like that anymore.
Do you look like this every day?
What do you think, Belinda?
Every day?
Yeah, I'm a little extra. I mean, I don't see it as extra, but people see it as extra.
Right.
I like to feel good about myself. I like to look good. I like to smell good. I like to. You like the way I smell?
Come a little closer.
No. I thought you asked me downstairs what I had on. You didn't? Yes, he did. He did. Yeah, you forgot. See,
Okay.
she remembers. I knew you did. Anyway, and I said it was a secret. Oh, maybe it wasn't him. Maybe it was the guy
Downstairs, your new friend.
It was. You're right. Okay. Anyway,
what do you have
I like
on?
to smell good. I like to feel good. I like to look good. It's all important to me. Yeah. Everything is a vibe. Everything is an energy, and everything is therapy. what you're wearing, the color you're wearing, how you're wearing it, the textures, the smell, the feel, the look. That's how you manifest. Taste, touch, sound, smell, feel. That's how you manifest. You have to materialize it in every way. You know?
So what are you trying to manifest, like, by looking like this?
Oh man, free shit, good energy, smiles, compliments. I'm not trying to manifest it, but that's what I get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All the time.
So let's speak about this feminine energy.
Yes.
What is this feminine energy?
This feminine energy is something that all women and men have within them.
Men too?
Men too.
I believe so.
Okay, so the way I like to describe it is like the yin yang symbol. You know, it has the white on one side and on the left is black with the dot, right? The white side has the black dot and the black side has the white dot, right? Which one is the yang? I think the yin side, the feminine side, is the black with the white dot. I think. Don't quote me, but let's just, yeah. So say the black side was the yin. It should be, because the womb is inside, which is black, and the penis is outside, which is, you know, in the light, right? So let's just say that that's what it is. So I think of men and women both in that way, where on the white side, that's you, like the sun, right? Black side, that's me, the moon, dark, right? With the speck of masculine energy, and men with the speck of feminine energy. Okay, so we all have it. Men more dominant with the masculine energy, women more dominant with the feminine energy. However, in this day and age, women seem to be dominant with the masculine energy as well.
Oh, you can tell too. Okay. 'Cause I just,
Yeah, it's a problem. And that's what's preventing a lot of women from being able to manifest the lives they love, because they're not in the nature of who they are.
Yeah.
You know, the essence of who we are as women are feminine beings. And once we embrace that power, then we'll start to see how life will just start flowing for us and just easing up on us, you know? Yeah. So feminine energy is something that we both possess. Just women are supposed to have more feminine energy. And that's the reason why it's important for me to share with women how to tap further into their feminine energy, because I know that it's preventing them from attracting the money, the happiness, the peace, the love that they desire. I know that because I was one of those women at once, you know what I mean? From trauma, you needing to protect yourself, because like masculine, like men, you know, men are the protectors, the providers. So too, women will use that little piece of that one dot in the yin yang symbol. We'll use that piece of masculine energy to protect ourselves from our own traumas. So we end up protecting ourselves from ourselves, and thus preventing ourselves from being able to like express our feminine energy and just to be free and vulnerable and sweet and soft the way we naturally should be.
So where is this women getting this masculine? Why do women?
Because women are going through a lot, man. Like, women are going through, men and women both are going through a lot, you know, but women just, you know, there's a lot of abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse, physical abuse, a lot of trauma happening, abandonment, neglect, childhood trauma, all of that
So this
affects their ability to be able to be free and unleash their feminine energy. Yeah. Because again, masculine energy represents protection, it represents boundaries, restrictions. Think about like your father or whoever your father figure was in your life, you know? They're the ones who put down the law, who protects, who creates the boundaries, like, no, you can't do that. You know what I mean? And then the mother is like, oh, let me love you, you're sweet, da da da, you know? They'll nurture you, right? So most women feel like they have to protect themselves because they don't want to experience that trauma that they're holding on inside. So a lot of healing has to happen before they end up tapping into that feminine energy.
So that brick wall that these women, that
That's
barrier.
them tapping into that masculine energy to protect themselves. So that's the reason why they don't want to be vulnerable and they don't want to be soft. and they don't want to be sweet and feminine because they feel like it's weak, and that's going to make them susceptible to being harmed and hurt. Yeah.
Do you think this is why women nowadays want to be successful? Like, it's a lot of boss women coming out of nowhere.
Yes, that's a very masculine thing right there. You know, the boss woman, the boss bitch, it's a very masculine thing, and it's a way that women feel empowered, but they don't understand that they're empowering themselves in a man's world, in a man's way, as opposed to, you know, again, tapping into that feminine energy and just allowing things to just flow to them easily. You know, that boss bee mentality is connected to, remember, right before the boss bee was the hustle mentality. You know, everybody's talking about hustling this, hustling that, hustle. I think that was like the early 2000s. And then after that was the boss bee. So all of that is just connected. And before that, I think, was like the independent women. All of that is just like masculine tactics for women to feel empowered but still be out of touch with their feminine energy. Yeah, because I mean, they don't know better, you know? And you can't beat men or this patriarchal society at who they are and what they do. You can't. You know what I mean? Like, some women try to shake your hand harder than you'll shake theirs.
I thought I was tripping, man.
No, it's true. And that's the reason why I intentionally give weak handshakes. I really do. I just be like...
It should be real soft.
Yeah. But women and men both, I mean, they try... Well, not really men, but women especially, it's like they have a point to prove. Like, you know, I'm strong, I'm powerful, and you're not going to take advantage of me and know who I am. And they're going to shake the damn bones off of your hands. But not many people are teaching women how to tap into that feminine energy, because a lot of women don't know.
Okay, so let's take people through the process. Okay, if you meet someone, a woman that that you're about to coach, right? And it's like, what's the first step to actually getting them into their feminine energy?
So the first step is shadow work. So shadow work is going into the darkness, going into those dark places.
What they've been through.
Yeah. You have to go into those uncomfortable, dark places. You have to uncover those childhood wounds and traumas and whatever you've been holding on to for years that caused you hurt and pain. So the first step is literally healing by doing shadow work. Some shadow boxing.
How easy is that? Like, getting people to open up and tell you all their secrets and what they've been through? And
so I have a knack for that. I just make people feel really comfortable to open up, and they trust me when I'm talking to them. So it's not hard for me to get people to open up. It's an energy, you know what I mean? Like, they feel it. They feel that they can trust me. They feel that I have pure intentions for them. They feel that I want them to do better. So they open up because they do want the help, and they don't know what to do, you know? So we start off with some shadow work. You know, I do my meditations daily. We do shadow work with that. And then once you start healing yourself, then you can start tapping into the feminine energy. Or else you're just going to have toxic feminine energy. I was going to say like Jada, but Jada doesn't have toxic, you know, like Jada Smith. Yeah. She doesn't have toxic feminine energy. She has toxic masculine energy.
And you could just read her just by how?
I mean, yeah. She just the way she manipulates her husband, the way she manipulated the situation with August.
August.
And tried to take advantage. Yeah, definitely toxic masculinity. She's very masculine. And Will is very feminine. But I don't really care to talk about celebrities.
So when people, after they open up, like, what's the next step?
Okay, yeah. So the next step is like sharing with them the difference between masculine and feminine. So Masculine is flow where, masculine is rigid where feminine is flow. Masculine is aggressive where feminine is passive. Masculine is, what are some different ones? I'm losing my train of thought. But masculine is light, feminine is darkness. So I'll just give them the list and a rundown, and I'll tell them to list from 1 to 10 how much of this character trait do they have in them. You know, so like if it's aggression, how much, you know, from like 1 to 10 do you think you're aggressive or assertive, or which is all masculine, or overprotective, which is masculine as well. How nurturing do you think you are? How soft do you think you are? These are feminine attributes. You know, how intuitive do you think you are? For masculine, how competitive do you think you are? For feminine, how collaborative do you think you are? You know, and I'll tell them the list, you know, from 1 to 10, how much you think you are. Most of them they'll score higher in the masculine. So then now it starts with being aware of it. First, you have to become self-aware if you want to change anything. And then the second thing, you have to become self-accepting. You have to accept that it is that way. Because a lot of people don't want to accept that they have negative ways and negative attributes and negative characteristics. So secondly, you have to accept that it's that way. And then third, you have to be self-accountable. So in you being accountable, you can change whatever it is that you don't like. Yeah.
Describe a woman with high feminine energy.
Yeah.
Describe her. You.
She's self-aware. She's highly self-aware in every way. She's self-aware of how she speaks to herself and others. She's self-aware of her movements. She's self-aware of how she presents herself. It's high self-awareness when it comes to being a feminine woman. This is very intentional. It's not something that happens by default. It's something that's very intentional. And it's not like intentional like it's work. Like, oh my gosh, I gotta do that. I gotta put on my makeup. I have to put on these clothes and I have to act this way. It's not like that. But you do have to be aware of everything. Like my posture is very intentional. Yeah, I could easily be like this. But no, I'm sitting like this. Because I want to keep my chakras aligned, and I want to feel like my neck is elongated, and I want to feel like all my feminine attributes are being pronounced.
They are.
Okay? Yes. So it's a very intentional thing to be tapped into your feminine energy. It's a responsibility. Yeah.
Damn.
And that's why men love it.
So what about when men, when it comes to like masculine? Because I know like, you know, like that's like a term like everybody want to use nowadays. Like,
I know, right?
Just what is feminine and masculine?
High value man, high value woman, feminine, masculine, right?
Yeah, it's just a term that everybody wants to use now, and like especially alpha male too.
Yeah.
And I think self-awareness is a very big part of it, because you know when people think of masculine, they think of macho, muscles.
Yeah.
But it's more of an energy and being self-aware, because you know like I'm aware of like how I come out the house. I'm aware of like how I speak, how I present myself, and things like that. But when it comes like, could you teach a man the same thing?
No, I don't tap into trying to teach a man how to be a man or to tap into his masculine energy. I stay in my lane. I do know what it's supposed to look like though, and I know what it's not supposed to look like. You know, because a lot of men, they think they're being masculine and they do a lot of feminine things, you know, and I'm very hyper aware of it, especially in this day and age. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm very hyper aware of like if a man is for real masculine or not. Yeah. Yeah, like gossipy men or men who may speak a certain way or just, you know, their body language. I'm watching it all. Yeah, even how long you take to get dressed. It's a thing. Yeah? Yeah.
So, like, a guy that takes too long to get dressed is feminine?
I mean, you should look good. You should take care of your skin, put your lotion on, but you should not be spending that much time.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't take you that long, like how it takes a woman.
I don't think guys are taking that long. I hope not. Not like an hour.
All right, let's talk about, like, you got the shower, you got the lotioning, you got the ironing, pulling the clothes out, the shoes, the socks, cologne. That's no more than 35 minutes.
35 minutes is cool.
Yeah.
My biggest issue is finding like what to wear and like to match where I'm going or
Yeah.
the people that I'm be around. I'm like, okay, I look in the mirror. Nah, this ain't it. You know, I'm looking
Right.
I'm looking outside of myself.
But
Like,
are
okay.
you trying it on?
Yeah, I'm trying it on. Like
You tried it on?
yeah, I'm like, oh, this ain't it.
Okay.
Yeah. Where? You know, I'm trying to seduce
Yeah.
the masses.
Oh,
Hmm.
true. I mean, yeah,
What you know about seduction?
a lot.
Tell me about it.
That's a general question. That's a general question. But seduction, first of all, you have to be tapped into your, that's another level of feminine energy when it comes to seduction. It can almost be thought of as a type of manipulation, but it's not. You know what I mean? Because like women like myself, my best friend right there, we know how to put on a certain pitch, put on a certain energy, heighten the energy rather, in order to seduce, to get what we want. Yeah. Especially when it comes to men. It's very easy. When you're feminine and you're tapped into your feminine energy, the women who are very masculine, they don't believe in this and they get really upset when it comes to talking about this. They're like, I'm going to be who I want to be. And if you don't accept me how I am, then that's that. To each his own. But there's also scales and levels to the type of men that, will be available to you. I like a high caliber type of dude. Very masculine. So with that, you have to be very feminine. Not in a contrived way. It has to definitely be natural. But again, it takes a certain level of awareness of knowing what is masculine energy and what is feminine energy, and are you tapped into it and implementing whatever those characteristics are.
So let's speak about relationships and being feminine and having this feminine energy.
Yeah.
So like, what is it? How are you letting the man be masculine? How are you being feminine?
Well, I was dating the other day, and I was called a red flag. This dude called me a red flag.
What was the red flag?
I couldn't believe it. Me? Feminine energy? My aunt? A red flag? Well, first of all, I was definitely given a lot of pushback. You know what I mean? Because I was coming with these rules, and that's very masculine, actually.
What type of rules?
Like, he has to treat me this type of way, and if he doesn't, then I'm going to have to put down the law and da-da-da.
You told him this?
No, I didn't do that. It's just in my actions, And when you're able to flow with your feminine energy, that's feminine. But if you're rigid and you're thinking about like these types of rules that you have to lay down the law and implement while you're seeing this person or you're on a date or what have you, that's masculine. And I actually was doing that. And so he called me a red flag because like I was kind of rejecting him in unnecessary ways. And I didn't realize that I was doing that. I was taking it for granted because I'm like, he gonna keep coming back because I'm me, But he wasn't having it. He was like, I know my worth. Oh my gosh, he was like, I know my worth. He didn't say that, but yeah. But it was good because a feminine energy woman who's tapped in, she's not going to look at that with a victim mentality.
Yeah.
She's going to look at it for the lesson. She's going to learn.
Adjust.
That's right, and grow. And so I have. Yeah. I couldn't believe it. A red flag? Are you kidding me?
I mean, it happens,
Yeah, I had to humble myself. I had to humble myself. I did. because it wasn't the first time that I was told I have like a princess mentality.
It's okay to be a princess, but when you're like forcing a guy to treat you that way, it's different. Like, who do you think you are?
Exactly.
Why do I gotta treat you this way?
Yeah.
I should wanna treat you this way.
That's right. So it was a little bit of that, and then a little bit of him treating me or getting comfortable with me, and me being like, you're doing too much, you know?
Yeah.
Like, don't be holding me all up on my hip like that. We just met.
Damn.
I know. I could have let that slide. I really could have.
Damn.
No, seriously, in hindsight, why was I being so extra? Why didn't I just let that man, we were sitting at a restaurant table, why didn't I just let that man hold me on my hip, you know?
But why didn't you?
Because I felt like he was holding on to my butt on the side, and I just felt like it was too close and intimate for the first date.
First interaction.
Because I was thinking about the rules. Not the rules of any kind of book, or just my own rules, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he needs to have some boundaries or something like that. So he knows that I'm not just some easy woman.
Oh.
Yeah.
What are your boundaries in the beginning?
Boundaries. So after that situation, even though I have like my main restrictions or boundaries, I also found that you have to work with people with a case by case basis, because everybody's different, and you're gonna have a different vibe and energy with everyone. You know what I mean? Like you can't have just this one rule book that you're gonna apply to everyone. You know, so what's the rule? I mean, I don't really have like rules. I just have a standard. Let's put it like that. I have a standard where I start from. And I already know how to weed out who's not on that standard. So that standard comes with various things. You know what I mean? It comes with being a gentleman. It comes with being chivalrous. It comes with being kind, complimentary.
So if these don't check off on the first date, it's over.
Well, I just I think those I think those are basic. I think those are basic. Yeah.
So
I mean, I was dealing with someone who wasn't really into chivalry. He gave me a lot of pushback, and I'm actually still dating him. He gave me a lot of pushback, but he started to get with the program, opening the doors and stuff like that, just automatically. Yeah.
You mentioned that you're still
like that.
dating him.
Yeah.
You just dated a guy the other day.
Yeah.
Are you pretty open or like about
Dating is dating. You're collecting data. When you're not married, you're just dating to see may the best man win. Dating.
I think that's how women should be. They have to be open with it, so like men can have this type of competitiveness and try to win. Because if they think they're the only person, it's like, okay, what's your?
If they think what?
They're the only person.
Uh-huh.
It's really like no challenge.
For real? Tell me.
Being sarcastic.
No, I'm serious. Because I made a mistake and do that.
Oh, okay.
I did that.
No.
I was dating this one person. We weren't committed to each other. And I realized I made a mistake in doing that. So tell me about that.
I feel like women should be as open. Like, hey, it's other men that I date.
So we should tell you that?
Yeah.
We should tell you.
Yep. Yeah. That way, I feel like I should be number one, and it shouldn't be no number two if I really want you. But if you don't, that's when you get guys playing games, you know, like you're trying to get them to be a certain way. You're trying to get them to marry you or whatever the case is. Men naturally want competition. So like by hiding it is like, you're not doing yourself any justice. You need to put it out there. Like, listen, man, I went on a date last night. Yep.
Okay, thank you.
But who am I?
But I still feel like, especially the type of masculine men that I like,
Yeah.
they don't like that shit.
Of course, they're not supposed to like it. They ain't.
But come on in the conversation.
They're not supposed to
Come
like
on
it.
in the conversation.
Y'all want some wine?
Yeah.
They want to turn it up.
Just learned me something.
That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, because we've been talking about this lately.
Yes, very much so.
Should we wait? Or wait for the
Just
wine?
wait a second. Oh shit! Help her with this mic. Wait, hold up. I know the interview is going good. I know it's going great. I know this episode is just fire. But have you checked out the new merch that I got on the website? The link is in the description, man. I know you need one of these Finesse's Only shirts, one of these Rich and Unemployed shirts. So go ahead and cop you some merch as you're watching this episode. See you guys soon. Okay, we have a very interesting guest we just added. This is actually
This interesting word.
she's her best friend, and go ahead and introduce yourself for the people.
Hey everybody, first of all, thank you so much for this opportunity. This is definitely an amazing platform. So
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
yeah, my name is Belinda Sanders. I am the author of the book Dear Future Husband, and also the production Dear Future Husband, the show.
Yes.
A show.
Yes,
What type of show?
Unscripted.
unscripted TV.
Oh, okay. So we added you. Well, we added some wine too. We added you because you wanted to get in on this relationship topic, men. So what was you sharing just a second ago? You said that when you tell men or when they feel like that you're having multiple guys that you date, they feel like they labeled you as a hoe or something.
No,
or
not
what?
me in particular.
Women.
Just in
I've
general.
been privy to have numerous conversations with countless men at different levels. And I found that men typically label women that date around either loose, slut, whore. It doesn't necessarily have a positive impact
Yeah.
on men that are really looking for a serious relationship.
Right.
So what we tend to do as ladies, our approach is if we're interested in a man, we will definitely date him. And if we find out he's dating other women, we'll let him know like, okay, well, I do like you, so I'll entertain you as long as it works for me. But if I'm feeling not respected, or if I feel like this experience has reached its capacity, then I will move on.
Yeah.
So
Which means less time, poor
Right.
communication,
Yeah.
feeling taken for granted. Yeah.
So you don't feel like you should work to get that number one spot? He should just automatically, okay, well, since we're dealing with each other, you're getting my time until it's not work, till I figure out you're not the one.
What's being proven as time progressed.
Yeah.
Right.
That's being proven through our interactions,
Yeah.
our conversations.
And I think working to get the number one spot, I don't necessarily believe in that, because I come in at a certain level to where I'm a server, I'm a nurturer. I don't understand all men, but when I meet a man that I'm interested in, and there's a certain thing that I automatically bring to the table. So I typically default in number one, and I'm grateful for that. So
What is that that you bring to the table?
I bring to the table.
What is that?
First of all, I get a lot that, man, I'm not typically able to open up to women like I open up to you. Man, I feel so comfortable talking to you. Or, wow, you're so easy and you're non-judgmental. And man, we can laugh together and we can joke. Oh, we can talk about different you can cook too, and
Oh, you
I mean
can
other
cook.
things too. Yeah, I have a cookbook. It's called Vegan Mom's Survival Guide. So it's been, you know, on the bestseller list several times on Amazon. So, yeah.
You failed to mention these things.
I do.
Like it's not a big thing. Like it's not a big deal.
I guess because this,
Big deal.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's been.
So back on the topic of men, women, making it known that, okay, yes, I'm dating another person.
Yes.
Um,
I think it really is specific to the type of man you're dealing with. You just can't use the same formula for every man.
No,
You
that's
just
true.
cannot.
True.
Do you consider yourself, what level of masculinity do you think you have? Like, are you super masculine? Are you medium masculine? Are you sort of masculine? What do you think?
I'm masculine with that hint of femininity.
Okay.
I know how to play around with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Right. So I don't have to just be so
it seems
hard.
like you will have somewhat of an understanding if a woman was to tell you that she's dating other people.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind.
Okay, good. So I don't mind men like you, but the type of men who I generally date are that super extra
Yeah.
masculine type, and they would mind.
Now you don't have to tell me that you're actually that, because I would sense it. You know, like I could tell. You know, like what you you could
You
tell.
could tell if a woman is dating other people.
Just like we can tell.
Yeah, I can tell.
How?
We can tell that
How
a
can you
man.
tell?
It's just the vibe that, like, if I'm not talking to you every day, if I'm not with you every day, like with me, like with the women that I deal with, like I typically don't.
Yeah.
I don't have conversations with them every day.
Okay.
I could go 4 or 5 days a week without, speaking.
But what about the ones you do talk to every day? Because I want to know, like, that's
What's
my
the difference?
position.
Hold up, wait. I know the episode is getting good. I know you're diving deep into it. But before we go any further, I got a special offer for you guys. I got 2 ebooks for the price of 1. Right? One ebook is about CPNs, how to build and create, and the other one is learning about crypto. If you're still trying to figure out what crypto is and how to invest in it, this is the perfect ebook for you. So I have 2 ebooks for the price of 1. I'm gonna leave the link in the description, and you go ahead and cop it, man. I promise you, this is something you probably need in your life. So for at $47, you can get 2 ebooks. What else you're doing? See you guys. I guess it's just how you move. Like if we're talking every day, that means I know like what you're doing damn near every hour.
Yeah, but you said that's not a challenge.
No, it's not a challenge.
So what does that do?
I mean, it's nothing wrong with it. Don't get me wrong. But if you want to get a guy to submit to you, you have to put something out there that makes him want to win.
I get it.
Right?
Yeah.
Because if it's like, okay, if he knows another guy's in the picture, he kind of like it's some insecurities that are brought up in
See
his.
the challenge I have a little bit with that, right?
Uh-huh.
Because men are typically attracted to the chase,
Yes.
Right?
Need it. Love it.
right?
Wow.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
here's the problem. What about when you've gotten her?
What
Okay.
does gotten her mean? Like sexually?
When no, not sexually.
Like,
but you've gotten
committed,
rid of
that's
the
your
other guy.
woman. Okay.
You've gotten rid of the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That you don't have the opportunity, that chase, that desire for that chase is still in you as a man,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't have to chase her anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So you've so you understand?
We want answers.
So to me, for a woman, that's not necessarily a safe bet. However, I'm going to surrender what I feel to what you, because you have more experience in this area because you are a man.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want to say this, right? I think it's really interesting that the approach that our group take are women, we end up married
Mm-hmm.
and multiple times.
Mhm.
Which is, yeah, I will date only you because no other man can hold a shadow to me if he's, if he's that much of a man. To us, we're not gonna just do that for anybody.
Yeah.
And I will give everything of me to you if you qualify but you've got to earn that on a consistent basis. And those are the men who not necessarily have to chase us, but that feel safe and know that this is home. So, I mean, that's a different approach that we take. But I want you to tell me what your critique is for that, and then please, because we're here to learn.
Once the men has got you,
Yeah.
I feel like that you still got to play this game. It's not that like you're playing, but you have to like play with his mental a little bit. Like you just can't it just can't be so open. Like
So that would be like not picking up his call for 3 hours when he's expecting to speak to you on the hour.
yes, any type
Something
of
like that.
any type of like friction.
And we don't necessarily have to do that because we're really big. As if you're serious about him, don't play any games. Our lives, because we're bosses, right?
Yeah.
We're busy. We're moving and shaking. We're over here. We're in Greece one day. We're in Turkey the next day. We're in Miami at the film festival.
Yeah.
We're doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So we don't. Our lives are going to be intimidating already.
Yes.
So when we show up, we need to show up in a powerful way.
Yeah.
Because like you said downstairs, that could be intimidating. You're right. And I know that. So that's why the feminine energy is what we lead by because of that. We're not like the regular girls that's just sitting around like, what time you get off for 5 o'clock every day? You know what I'm saying? We're going to be flown out to Florida next week for the next 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And you won't see us at all. But maintaining that connection. So it's a little bit different at our level, and that's what the Dear Future Husband Project is about. Boss women who have
Talking
reached,
about the show itself.
yeah,
Yeah.
who have reached a certain level of success, and we are looking for our future husbands, and we're not playing games. We're not playing games, and yeah, it's gonna be mysterious, and
You
men
ready
are
to get
gonna be
married?
intimidated. It's gonna be crazy.
You said 2 years, right?
No.
What makes a man feel
I
like
think
he's
40.
ready or not
I
ready?
think 40.
You said 2. I thought you said
By
2
40.
years. In 2 years.
You said a family.
Yeah.
Downstairs?
Yes, you said when I'll be ready for a family.
Oh, okay.
2 years for a family.
So
Not
for marriage,
Maybe 3 or 4. Yeah.
okay.
I see 40.
Because I could start a family without marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that. But
That's a different mentality.
marriage is it's not really
Is it something that you even wanted to do in the first place?
I don't think people have to get married.
Yeah.
I think that women want to get married.
Yeah.
I feel like they have to it's like a level they have to complete in life. Like, okay, was this milestone. I finally got married. Yes, I got it. So I don't know. Like, I don't want to marry for love. I want to marry because the situation is right. Say it again.
Partnership.
Yes, I can have a life partner.
That's
I
right.
don't have to love, like, be in love, and I'm just marrying because I love you. But if it makes sense for our lives to connect,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Certainly.
Well, I think that's pretty good, but I don't know. I just find it really interesting that most men who marry the right partner, they tend to acquire more success than they've ever
Elevate.
had at first.
Right.
Yeah.
And they live longer.
Yeah, and healthy.
Yeah, I read that the other day. Why do you think they live longer?
I mean,
Because
clearly,
they have
women are
someone
nurturers.
taking care of them all the
Yeah.
time.
Mm-hmm.
And
Seriously,
supporting
less
them.
stress. You have less
Yeah, on
stress
your
with
body.
a woman, the right woman in your life, because
Yeah.
some women do create stress.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've been one of those women
I want to live stress
at
free.
once.
I don't want any type of stress coming to my life. I don't want to.
Right. And who wants like extra stress from someone else?
Right.
Yeah,
'Cause life is going to serve that up anyway.
exactly.
So, yeah, definitely don't need
So
it.
this is the reason why men always talk about they need their women to be their peace.
Yes, that is much needed. Yes, when I come home, like, I need peace. Don't start yelling at me and start. Oh my God. Anyway,
Right.
so like being this y'all boss women, y'all came here really, looking like y'all on y'all shit and stuff. So no, for real. I told you about your ice. It looks intimidating. Y'all seem like y'all make money. Like y'all don't even need a man.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
Wait,
that's not true.
right.
I
No.
feel like
It
I'm
does come off that way.
Right.
Dang.
It does. And it's
Are you
just,
serious?
and that's the reason why women like us who are on this scale of success, you know, I don't like using the word boss and boss, right? On this scale of success has to be so tapped into her feminine energy,
Yeah.
because the male ego is so delicate. You know what I mean? Just like feminine energy is delicate, the male ego is delicate.
Right.
And women on our levels, we have to be hyper aware of how to, and this is a sensitive word, how to submit
Right.
to that masculine man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's great.
Yeah.
And we do need men. I just had the most devastating situation happen at my home. I, had a water leak, and come to find out, I called Roto-Rooter. It turned into a big, huge water damage problem to where my entire bottom main floor had to be completely ripped up. And the people that I hired didn't do a great job. So just so happened the man in my life then and now came in, brought someone in, and was having them to redo everything, got the towel for me. He knows I can afford it. But
He knows I can afford it.
I mean, but the fact that he's showing up for me in that way.
Yeah.
I mean, that's so
But that's
helpful.
telling to what I just said.
Yeah.
He knows that she can afford it.
Right.
However, because of that feminine energy, that nurturing energy, that giving energy, serving energy that she comes with, he wants to do this for her. He wants to lighten her load,
Yeah.
even though she can afford it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I needed that. I needed it.
Right.
Like, it helped to lift so many burdens. I mean, just because I have jewelry. I mean, I've been, in money a long
Right.
time. So it's not like it's my first few years and I'm just, no, I earned the right to be draped in diamonds now. You know what I'm saying?
Get it. I get it. Understand.
So I'm going to wear them, and with pride.
Have to. Yeah.
And I don't want the man that's intimidated by my hard work. I don't want that. I want a man who looks at it as decoration, a beautiful body.
Yeah.
So
I feel like, it's cool to be a boss, but as long as you let him.
Lead.
Yes.
absolutely.
Let him
All
do.
day, I don't want to lead.
Don't get-
We're a part of that gang. Like,
Yeah.
we, our team, let him lead.
All day. If you know
We
where you're
are going to submit and take care of you and nurture you and make you feel good and extra masculine, because we're going to be extra feminine. Yeah.
Okay, so you're really big on manifesting.
Yeah.
So
I
do you,
am.
do you manifest
Super, super
these
big.
men in your life?
Actually, yeah. I just started
Absolutely.
manifesting men, actually.
100%.
Okay, I just started doing that. Before that, I was going through a phase where my friends were saying, yeah, manifesting a man and blah, blah, blah. And I said, I'm not doing that right now. I'm working on my business and my money.
Yeah.
And I did that, right? So to the point where I was making half the amount I made before I hit 7 figures in 2020. And I just doubled the amount of money I made then, right? And it was from manifesting, like literally doing a manifesting meditation on life. And I think it was partly a few things. One, the universe saw that I was serving numerous people at once. So it was just like serving and giving. And then the universe triple, quadruple, a million folding it for me, right? 2, the focus. I would have us focus on our goal and visualize it and make it visceral and real and feel real as we were meditating. 3, and just like giving from a full place and not expecting anything in return, because it was free. Literally showing up for myself and others every day for free. And then boom, I said, all right, this month is going to be my 100K month. I had never had a 100K month at that time yet in 2020. So this is going to be my 100K month. Somebody, an influencer actually ended up mentioning me out of nowhere. This never happened for me this way. I've paid influencers to mention me before, but never has this happened where an influencer mentioned me and my products. Her name was Latrice. She used my vaginal care products. She used the Vag Elixir and the Coochie Wow. That's the feminine wash and the elixir. And she was going on, and she's a comedian. She was going off about it. And then somebody in my DM was like, hey, this lady is mentioning you in her live, da, da, da. So then I'm like, okay, cool. I didn't pay any mind to it, you know, like, okay, cool, you know. But then when I saw an extra $20K in my back office that Friday, I was like, oh, let me go find this lady. Okay. So I went and found her and brought her on as an ambassador and started making money with her more. But thereafter that, then I was like, okay, I'm going to manifest my 300K month. And I did that with the meditation, literally, right? None of this, I didn't make any more vaginal elixirs. I didn't make any more coochie was. I didn't make any more products than I normally made. I just visualized and manifested that shit, like literally. I visualized and manifested it.
Yes.
And I was teaching other people how to do that. So at that time, I was focused on my money. I wasn't focused on no man. I didn't want any of that type of distraction. And I did that. So now, this year, now I'm manifesting.
Oh, okay.
Manifesting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You manifest things in your life as well?
Absolutely. This my book is about manifesting the men of your dreams. And, you know, everyone has different
Dear future
dreams.
husband.
But, yeah. So it's 31 days that talks about, you know, just having different experiences with your man. And these things may or may not have happened for women, but I speak about different experiences that you can have with your man, right? Or the man of your dreams. And then on each day, there's always a tip on who you need to be to actually have that experience. Because it's not just about having and attracting a man, but there's levels to this thing. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna attract a man with you being at a level of emotional health that sucks. And you're gonna attract a man that's equal to that.
Yeah.
So it's about healing yourself and really getting to a place to where you are attracting the type of man that you truly deserve, because the work that you've done on you have brought about the best version of you. So now you can actually attract the equivalent of that.
Yeah.
So those experiences for us have been creating some divine occurrences.
Oh,
in our
yes.
lives lately.
It really has.
So funny. We've been here to kind of watch it, right?
It is.
Cheers to
Cheers.
that.
I mean,
So like when it comes to manifesting, like when money, you could, you know, you have to be real specific.
Yeah.
You know, I want this, I want this, I want this. So when
Yes.
it comes to a man, are you being real specific? I want like this height. I want this man to make
you
this
have to
money.
be specific in every way when it comes to any kind of manifesting.
Yeah.
So the type of manifesting that you will do for money is no different than the type of manifesting that you'll do for love.
Right.
You just have to apply the same tips, same tools for those different areas. It doesn't change at all.
It's
Yeah.
so funny though. We have a few, like, remember what Adam
Yeah.
first met?
Oh yes, yes.
I was over here dying when you were telling that story about
my
Adam.
goodness.
So she dated this guy, and when I tell you that he was he appeared to be the replica of when God said men, right? So it was so funny because
And
they
this
looked
was
perfect
after?
together.
Yeah, he came after like my number one choice. After I
Yes.
ghosted my number one choice.
Yes.
Ghosted.
Yeah, I don't do the ghosting thing. It's very immature, but this is after time and time of speaking to this individual and then
Right.
like them not getting the message.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So she manifested this experience, but because it was too early because she still had, you know,
Remnants of the last- of the,
right.
you know, the
she
first
was
choice.
toxic in
Yeah.
that particular situation.
was
where she
toxic?
talked
Oh.
about
The red
she talked about
flag.
it.
The red flag.
She was
Toxic.
And I was right there like,
And we did a little high school thing. I was like, oh my gosh, we're about to do this high school thing. I never did that before in my life. But we were at a bar, just like, what were we doing that day? We were just hanging out for no
Tell
reason,
that
right?
perfectly. Yeah, we were just being girls.
And I was kind of moping over him, like, oh my gosh, he doesn't want to talk to me, da da da. So she was like, I'm gonna call him. Give me his number. I was like, no. What do you mean? Heck no. What are you talking about? And then next thing you know, I was like, here's my phone. So she takes my phone and she calls him from her phone. That's the high school thing I'm talking about. So I lean over to the bartender and she's like, where are you from? I said, shh, we're doing something very high school right now. She went to talk to the dude that I've been talking to on the phone. And the bartender says, well, I'm gonna do that forever. I was like, okay, so I don't feel that bad. But yeah, in that conversation, yeah, he could just, what was he saying?
Well, basically, you summed it up. He knows his worth, and he didn't feel that. And it wasn't who you were, and I was really surprised that you showed up like that. But then again, it was to bring you into alignment to where you are now, which is absolutely a beautiful experience you're having. But I feel like you had to go through that so you can default back to where you really needed to be.
It's true.
So yeah, it's just that he was like, listen, you're beautiful and I'm salivating over your every move, but I know my worth and I'm not going to settle. So yeah.
He was fine.
Yeah.
He was tall. He was smart. He was tall. He was,
Yeah.
you know,
And she
an
mistreated
entrepreneur.
him.
He was nurturing,
This is what you asked for?
gentleman.
Yes.
That's what you asked for. Like,
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Like the week before, we even did a video.
Yeah, we
Remember?
did.
Yeah,
we
about
did.
it.
Right, we
video
did
the
a
week before.
manifesting
And
video
then
in Macy's.
Yeah.
So basically, we were just acting like the mannequins were our men and stuff like that. And we like, babe, do you like the way this cologne smells? And we sprayed it on the mannequin.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
describe the man you manifest.
What was the question?
Describe the man.
Describe the man that you manifest. Like that you say that you want to manifest.
Okay, the man that I have manifested is someone.
It's not what she wants to manifest, it's who she has
Yes, I
manifested.
have manifested a man, right?
Well, like let's say this. Before you got him, what did you say?
Ooh.
Oh, what did I say?
Yeah.
Yes.
See, here's the thing. I learned that I needed to be specific because as I began to manifest, I got exactly what I was manifesting. And then I was like, oh, yeah, but, oh, my bad. No emotional challenges, no childhood trauma. Okay. So I had to go back to the table and I had to really talk about, like, okay, why didn't I recognize that? Why didn't I see that? Okay, what do I need to do with myself to make this a priority? So I had to do that. So emotional health was number one for me. EQ was number two for me. Self-sustaining was number three for me. Successful in his own right and not intimidated by my money or who I am as a woman was number four for me. Generous was number five for me. Then I went into his characteristics.
Generous.
Needed him to be very generous. Yeah.
Especially when you're
Yeah.
giving women.
When
you
you're
need
giving,
them to be
you need a
generous.
man to be equally as giving and as nurturing. So nurturing, caring about, seeing around corners, knowing what I need, anticipating those things, and taking care of them
Yeah.
without me asking. So all those things are important to me. So that's what I manifested for myself.
Yeah.
So this is like your perfect man.
No. Because I forgot something else on the
It's all right. White tea.
So yeah.
That's why you have to be specific.
Wait, what was you missing?
Unfortunately.
It's not anything major. She'll
It's
have to get
not.
over it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't just have 100% perfect man.
Of course
Right.
not. And I realized that. I realized that. But then you got to think that a man like that is possibly going to be coming out of something. Right? I would never at any cost ever date, see, or entertain a married man. So it's nothing like that. But you got to get that there's going to be things that's happening in his personal life that made me, in order for him to be in alignment to really have this experience, or for us to have it together, there are things that he needs to clean up. And I happen to be in a space to where I was clear and free of anyone, you know what I mean? Because I was actually celibate at the time. So
Clear and free.
yeah, free for
6
sure,
months
clear.
celibate.
Yeah. So yeah,
Women always claim that they're celibate.
celibate by a bit. I mean, who's counting?
Women always claim that they're celibate.
Listen, why do men not believe that?
Yes.
Us women are very conservative with our vaginas these days.
Yeah.
But okay, when you say celibate, that's not having sex with someone else. But y'all will clearly have dildos and toys and things that y'all play around with.
Wait, so that accounts for not being celibate? Are you serious?
If I was celibate, I wouldn't jack off.
Okay.
I wouldn't masturbate.
Okay, straight
But why
lace.
does that-
That's called
yeah,
straight lace.
yeah,
Okay.
for real.
That's really cheating.
I guess yeah, you're absolutely right. As a matter of fact, I would say the end of my celibacy journey, I bought the flower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rose.
How'd that work?
Or is it a rose?
Oh, you know what it is.
How did it work?
No, it's whatever. It's a
How
flower.
was it?
Amazing.
Okay. I need to try one.
You do?
Yeah.
You have one?
I don't play with toys.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So I did, because it was
With the
getting
real
kind of,
thing.
it was getting kind of to the point to where it's like, wait a minute,
So y'all don't think that's cheating? Like when you have toys during your celibacy?
no. Because it doesn't come with
Just-
the energy
it's
that
Okay.
impacts us.
You're just dealing with you.
Yeah. We do that to protect our energy.
Yeah.
Because we are receivers, you guys are givers.
exactly.
So as you
And then,
deposit, you leave us with stuff. It's not
Exactly.
easy to get rid of.
And not
that's a
only
real
that,
thing.
like when we have sex with you, all that oxytocin is released, and we start feeling like we're in love, and we start developing a connection with you.
Emotional time.
Whereas men know how to compartmentalize that better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
we could let go real quick.
Oh man, really?
Come on.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Damn, the way he said it made me scared.
I said we could let go real quick.
You what?
We can let go.
They can
Oh,
let-
right, yeah.
They can bust a
Sorry.
nut and be good.
Yeah.
Boom.
I mean, it's
And
not
forget
even a
about
matter
you.
of letting go. You guys don't even attach.
Right.
So it's not even, it's
So
like,
wait, what's
okay, next.
happening during the act?
We can't think straight.
It's a feeling.
Like it's that once we come, okay, now like we could think. It's like
Yeah.
we'll do anything and say anything, act any type of way,
Yes.
just to get that.
So during what's happening, is there any connecting happening?
Yeah. Definitely. Like I like you. I love you.
What?
Until
What?
I come.
Right.
It's like
Yeah.
No.
And it's almost like, how can I get rid of this? How can I get rid of it now?
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty much that's the
yeah.
default.
So knowing that
Wait,
though,
is that the case all the time?
Not-
Or
No.
is
not
it with-
all the time.
Not with your girlfriend, but with
No, not
just
one
like
girlfriend, no.
No, it's like who you're
books.
sleeping with.
yeah. So knowing that, like, how do you move if you know like guys?
Celibate.
Okay,
That's
I got you.
That's our answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we know that that's most men's experience. So if a man, wants to pursue us, it's gonna go past that point of just it being, what would you say? Just it being,
Casual.
yeah,
know.
and just a little bit further, especially for us, like we're used to being in relationships. We're relationship women. We're marriage women. So we got to be careful out here because we'll be treating a man like he our husband.
Yes.
And he has not earned that.
You've experienced that before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he has not
Yeah, it's a
earned
problem.
that.
It's a problem, and-
yeah.
It's something women shouldn't do, especially if
Correct.
he's not your husband.
Yes. So that's,
So.
after
But
my
women
divorce,
being
I had to
naturally
relearn that.
nurturers,
Yeah.
it can happen easily. Yeah.
It's a hard life out here for us in these streets. So it's a hard life out here for us,
Yeah.
ladies. Yeah.
In these streets. Shawn is.
Yes.
You've been married, right? Have you been married?
I haven't. I didn't believe in marriage. I was proposed to a couple of times.
Several times.
By different people? You
Yes.
said yes anytime?
I
Yes.
said no.
No.
She's been married,
She-
but I've
she's
said no
been-
because I
she's been
come from an
proposed to
abusive
several times, and she just didn't
household
believe
to
in
where I didn't believe in marriage. Only now, it's only now where I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I can do it. I'm healthy now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to base marriage off of my childhood
Yeah.
and what I know my parents to be.
Mm-hmm. How many times were you married?
Oh, twice.
Twice.
Yeah.
What did you learn from these two marriages?
Well, my first one, I learned that marriage is a serious commitment, and I guess it's not something I can take lightly.
How old were you?
Really, I was 18 years old.
Oh, wow.
How old was he?
He was 20 in his 20s.
Oh,
Early
damn.
20s.
Oh.
And I married him as a birthday gift because he was so nice to me. I was like, what do you want for your birthday? Okay, anything. He was like, okay, let's go to the courthouse and get married. I'm
What?
like, okay. You know, not really. So in that marriage, I learned that marriage is a very serious commitment, and it's not something to be taken lightly. So my second marriage, I actually did it the right way,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But I also learned from that too, that I have to pay attention to things that show up early on as red flags.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that
Like how dude
I
did me.
can't. Yeah. I learned a lot. We both learned a lot from that experience, right?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. So I learned, I grew as a woman, I grew as a person, and I understand now that I can't fix a person, you know? Like, he's pretty much gonna be who he is, you know? Like, my ex-husband, excuse me, I don't mean to demonize his character anyway, he was an amazing man. I mean, to this day,
The second
amazing,
one.
phenomenal. Both of them.
Okay.
Both of them are outstanding, like amazing men, like mentor young men and everything. They were great men. I was very fortunate to marry great men. But yeah, everyone comes with something. I come with something. You get what I'm saying? You know, I'm a shopaholic.
Not me.
A man has to be
I'm
able to
good
deal
now
with
after that last experience. I'm perfect now.
She don't even believe that.
Now I am. I've been peaceful.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it is what it is. I've learned a lot, and I've implemented those things and some of the lessons I put in my book. So yeah, still growing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So these two relationships, you don't feel like marriage is not it, or just gonna keep trying?
Well, you know what I've noticed, and this is something I'm just coming to right now, is that I never had time to date. I've been married most of my adult life. So my default thing is, man, I just operate better in a long-term committed situation to where I know that when I roll over, this person's going to be here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If they go missing, it's because they're in the basement. You know what I'm saying? So so my default thing is to be a wife. I mean, I am a wife.
Yeah.
And I show up in that way. And so yeah, I yeah, anyway, I don't know what to talk myself, but
Now you,
What about?
how many times have you been asked to be someone's wife?
Twice.
And you basically said no because
I didn't believe in it at the time.
how long ago
Because
was
of my
this?
toxic parenting
How long ago was this?
years ago. Yeah, years ago. It was years ago. And then when I moved to Georgia, 7 years ago, I started focusing on my career and my money. So relationships weren't really my focus. But I was in a default relationship too at the same time. But it wasn't like a relationship that I wanted to be in. I didn't respect him like that. So I was focusing on my money and building my career. So now I'm at a place where, you know, I've decided that I do believe in marriage and that I'm healed enough to know that it'll work out for me. So yeah, I didn't believing it at first because like my father was super abusive to my mother, domestically, physically, sexually, all of that. So I'm like, if this is what marriage is about, I don't want it. So yeah, I had to heal from that. And now I'm healed.
Yes. And now we're finding our future husband.
Yeah.
Taking applications.
That's right.
You can't take no applications.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I was telling you that this is CEO. It says CEO. Yeah.
You wear a ring on your finger too.
Yeah, it just fits better there though.
How can you say that? That like when people see that, they automatically think.
It don't stop nobody. Trust and believe.
Because niggas don't care.
They don't.
That's sad.
But they're not looking at my fingers.
I do.
Yeah.
You still talk to me.
So if you're not serious right now about if you're not serious right now about if you're not serious about a relationship right now, why do you look at the fingers?
Yeah.
I want to be respectful.
To the another man, but it's not for the woman.
Not for the man, just like.
For the man.
But if
You don't want bad karma.
No, let me.
You weren't thinking about that.
No,
At all.
because I would definitely,
yeah,
I would
you
definitely
know,
smash, a married woman
Really?
if she opened the door.
So it didn't matter.
Wow.
It don't matter, but it's like it's nothing past that. Okay, you married, it's like I'm trying to hit if I can. If she's like in a, fucked up situation, like she's just married, just to,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's messed up.
She judging you.
That's just the man I know. That's just how niggas think.
there's other men
How
that's
about how you? You like you see a ring. Do you care that she's married?
For what? Like a relationship?
Nah. Just to smash. Like
Oh, no.
if the we'll take that.
Oh, thank you.
She cares if she married.
Does she care?
But I try not to.
Oh, you try not to,
You can avoid it.
but you will.
Sometimes you gotta see it through.
You gotta see it through.
Got to see it through, my boy.
Yeah, maybe she needs saving.
He said you got to see it through, my boy.
Got to see
Maybe
it
she
through.
needs saving.
Okay. Okay.
Happens.
Hey, I don't know what to say about that.
Yeah. I think we all should have boundaries and just stay away from married people. Yeah.
So what if your perfect man was married? What if you manifested a perfect
It's not perfect.
Exactly.
what if he wasn't meant to be with the person he's with and he's supposed to be with you?
You need to get rid of that person.
Then there will be no sexual contact until,
But it would be some type of interaction.
possibly.
Huh. And you could have
Not on the phone, like,
No, I couldn't.
you bad. She good.
not on the phone. Not on the phone,
Or in
what I mean?
person.
No, like, it
Where?
would have to be a situation where we work together,
Oh, okay.
but not like talking on the phone.
I couldn't do that, and I don't believe you.
said I'm
I won't let you.
Oh
do
my
that.
gosh, I'm a
I
red
won't
flag.
let you
I'm
do
bad.
that. I won't
What else
let
am
you
I?
do that. You're going according to like 15 years ago. Now, the us now. No. There's no way. If we found out a man was married, it would be a no.
I don't want
It would be a no for
I don't
you.
want
No, it would be a no for her.
For
too.
her?
I don't want no married man.
No, you don't. But
I definitely don't.
Yeah.
no.
At all.
I don't believe you do.
But if we have conversations, I'm
Yeah.
fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
If he's on his way out of the marriage and he's my perfect man,
No.
I told you.
No. You gotta think about
told
that.
you.
No, Ginger. Think about no. I'm not letting you
if
do
he is
that.
on his way out and he's working on a
No.
divorce,
Think about if you were the wife.
if he is working on
If
a
you were the
divorce,
wife, and then you were in love with that
I ain't
man.
Christian. If he
You're the wife.
was on his way out of the relationship, about to be divorced, I'm not entertaining him sexually or on the phone. But if we see each other in passing, I'm having conversations.
You know what conversation leads to, though. You know?
Exactly.
Can't lead to anything that I won't allow with my boundaries. I don't want no married
someone
man.
actually asked me that before.
I don't want no married man. I do not want no married. First of all, if he's married, that means I'm second. I already told you downstairs. I have to be first.
Yeah, for sure.
I already told you that.
Correct.
Alpha energy.
Yeah, I know. I'm not alpha. Don't call me
You alpha woman.
that. I don't like being thought of as that.
I mean, okay.
What
turn-
makes a woman alpha?
that right there, what you said. I want to be number one. You know, like you have a
Guess
dominant
I'm
presence.
alpha too. I guess.
So
I
weird, so
can
weird.
never
Because I'm
be
just so
number
soft
two.
and feminine and sweet.
You don't look so soft. I ain't saying that's. You just look. You just look like you just dominant. I need to find out about this feminine energy of yours.
Of mine.
Yeah.
Why you say that? Why do you say that?
I want to see how soft you are. You know.
No, you'll never be able to see that. That's for like my children or my man.
I know.
Otherwise, you're getting this neutral kind of energy.
I don't want neutral.
You have to get neutral. Because then if I give you feminine energy, you're going to think that I like you and you're going to start liking me. And then, you know,
You probably gonna like me
Fall
first.
love. Ooh.
that's ego. Let him
Fact.
believe that.
I think it'll happen all at the same time.
How cute.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're confident. It's good.
Very confident.
It's a good trait to have.
Or just the truth. Well, you know,
He's getting carried away, but I'm going to let him.
it's been a really good show. How long have we been going?
I'm going to let him.
You know I won't let you do that. You know that, right?
Do what?
You know
I
that.
don't want no married man.
Okay, but not even talking to him.
You want a young
Not
man?
like I'm not going to talk to him in that way either.
You want a young man?
But
Who,
you
me?
just said that.
Yeah.
It's the
No,
liquor talking.
But I did.
You did what?
I have dated men younger than me.
Yeah.
How was that for you?
Amazing.
I don't like it.
Why?
He can't provide. He can't take care of me the way I need to be taken care
That
of
particular one
financially.
couldn't.
Really?
That particular
How
one.
young you talking?
He was.
He's like, I got all the cheddar.
Hold on. He was.
He's like, look how he's looking. He's serious.
Wait, I'm trying to think how much younger he was than me at the time.
Look at his face. He's so serious.
I think he was like 12 years younger than me.
12 years?
Yeah.
That's good, guys. Okay.
So he was 18.
No, don't do that.
Of course, he living at his mom's crib. Like, what are you gonna do for you?
Gosh, hold on. Wait.
What are you gonna do for you?
No, it didn't work out. I mean, I think it was 9. I'm sorry, it wasn't 12. It was 9. It's still same difference though. 9 or 12.
Yeah.
Same thing, but he was 9.
So if you had a younger guy that could,
So here's the deal. Younger men, I like the fact that, you know, they look fresh. Because older men, you know, they got that fresh skin. They don't look tired like how older men do. I do like aesthetics, you know what I mean? I like that they're fit because I'm fit. You know, I work out. I take pride in my health and my body.
we see.
And I mean, I like the high energy, the high vibe. Not like if I crack a joke, it's like, you too much, girl. That's what the older men do. You too much, girl. You know what I mean? Like whereas like a young man, they'll just laugh along with you, or you know what I mean, come back with some banter or something like that.
Yeah.
So I like that type of energy, but the financial thing, it hasn't been a good experience with that.
So if he could, financially,
Then we'll be like, what's her name from Bill Cosby show? Lisa.
Lisa Bonet.
Yeah, Lisa Bonet. They broke up, but her and her man had like a really.
how much money I gotta make?
I was giving them a break at 300. Yeah.
You said what?
1.5.
She was about to say 300,000.
No, I was about to say 300 million.
You weren't about to say 300.
No, I'm not gonna lie. For a young guy, it would be 300,000. For a young guy.
You talking about 1.5?
Yeah.
You ain't dating no other older. I mean younger guys. So we ain't,
Yes, I am. He's younger than me.
not that much younger.
No, you're right. Yeah.
Like a couple months.
No.
Year or two?
Years, couple
Okay.
If we're talking about the age gap that I was talking about, like
Yeah.
9 to 12, then I would say I would
You
settle
got
for
make 300?
300. Yeah, I
Okay.
would settle for that.
I make 300.
But yeah,
I think you guys.
girl, don't do that. Girl, don't get me in trouble.
I'm just kidding.
Lord have mercy.
He's such a handsome guy, and
He's
look
very
at
handsome.
him. He's just.
I'm single too,
And he's single, and he only has like 4 or 5.
and I got a lot of energy.
It's a lot
See?
of energy.
You see, that's all they can offer.
What the fuck? I said out of all the things that I said, you guys, that was it. That was
Got
it.
money,
Not good enough for me.
and he loves black jewelry. See?
Oh my God. Cut the show. Cut this shit. We're done.
We're done. You're done. You're done. Yeah.
It's a
That's cute.
We gotta talk about that off camera though.
I know, right?
I thought everyone knew. It's right.
Yeah, no. I mean, they can't see it on camera, but no, I'm really open with it. I'm on house arrest. Yeah.
Yeah.
This was God.
It was God.
Protecting him.
The universe.
Yeah.
We all have a story. We're no judgment here. Yeah.
So
It's
this
just
is
really
me.
good to see that you made it through that, and you're on this side of, everything, because the prison for black men is
Yeah.
something we're vehemently against, for sure. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I was manifesting, a life that I wanted, and this was a part of it. This was a part of the journey.
Yeah.
I had to sit down and put this shit together.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. Good job.
Yeah. Yeah, for real.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah. For
Look
real.
at you doing big things.
I know.
Hey, yes. Black man empowerment. That's real. No, black man empowerment. That's real.
It is.
It's
It
a
is.
freaking inspiration for so many.
Yeah, we gotta learn to big our men up.
Real. Now talk down on them.
No, seriously, because there's too much of
Why'd
that.
you look at
I'm
me?
just
when
fucking
you
with
said
you.
that?
Just fucking with you.
I don't do that.
I'm just playing with you. for
Oh
a second.
no!
I completely don't.
No, I
do
didn't take
that.
it any type of way. I didn't take it any type of way.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah.
This is nothing.
I just thought it was cute black jewelry. Did you think no one saw?
That wasn't. No. No.
I didn't know. I
No.
thought it was open.
You said black jewelry.
Yeah. the
Yes.
black jewelry.
And as soon as she said it, I was like, damn, what the fuck would she be talking about? Oh, okay.
Oh my god!
It's cute.
Actually, she like bad boys.
I don't. Do you think I like bad boys? Well, ooh, hold on.
What do you want me? How do you want me to answer that?
The truth, the truth.
Honest, always. Raw.
Yes, I do.
Whoa, you do? Why you say that? Don't say no freaking names. You crazy? What's
y'all
wrong
hear
with you?
I don't
Yes,
think-
they did.
We'll beep it out.
What the hell? Yes, you did.
I didn't even hear the name.
But the mic heard.
We're gonna beep it out.
You think he's a bad? He is a bad boy.
Yes, a good boy. He's good at what he does and everything like that. But he's a bad boy. Yeah. And you even said it the other day.
What did I
It's
say?
just great. It's just obvious.
What did I say?
In terms of another suitor
Yeah.
not being, like you even said in an interview, they have to be extremely masculine.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah.
Give these people your Instagram. Give them your where they can find you, your products and services.
Okay. You can find me at femmagic.com, FEMMAGIC.com, where you can find your vaginal elixirs, your feminine washes, all natural. What's different between my products and others is that there's no chemicals, there's no dyes, there's no toxins, and they're all herbal. So down to my pads and tampons, all organic, and my services. I have a feminine conference where you can where you can learn to build your feminine confidence and your feminine energy. It's called Feminine You. It'll be August 26th and 27th. You can find that information on my website as well. And I do a daily meditation called Manifest a Million Meditation. Yes, and you can find that on femmagic.com as well. Follow me on Instagram, femmagic, F-E with 3 M's, A-G-I-C. And femmagic on TikTok, F-E with 2 M's, A-G-I-C. And in my personal page, my Aunt Petrova. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. What about you? Can't forget about you.
So you can find me at Miss B Sanders. The last name is spelled Sanders. On Instagram and on TikTok, the same thing, Miss B Sanders on TikTok. Wonderful. And of course, I am the author and the creator of Dear Future Husband, also the writer, as well. I'm a serial entrepreneur and CEO of multiple businesses, and I also mentor as well. So super excited about this opportunity, and thank you.
Your cookbook?
Oh,
Yeah, there's so many things.
if you click the link in my bio, you'll find out just about most of the stuff that I do. Okay? So I also have my cookbook, which is a vegan mom's survival guide, and the book has been around for about a good 8 years before veganism was popular.
You're vegan?
I've transitioned out, but all my children are vegan, and I became vegan for a purpose, and all the entire stories in my book, in that particular book. Yes.
Dope.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for watching the show. Thank you for staying in tuned. If you did watch the whole video, let's leave a link in the description for people that do click the link that get a discount for going to whatever products you have.
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
The link will be rich. The code will be rich, and the link will be femmagic.com. You can use the code rich.
Rich it is. I like rich. That's rich as me. All right, so yeah, if you haven't subscribed, like, comment, share, and make sure you please sign up to my Discord, man. I am giving guys the game on how to be like me.
Ooh.
Y'all see me, right?
32.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you for having us. Yay!
This is real.